I shouldn't have hiked that trail. Not after sunset. Not when the forest goes quiet and the signs disappear. I was halfway through, the trail narrowing between thick trees, when I first noticed the silence. Not normal silence, the kind that presses against your ears. Even the wind had stopped. My footsteps on the dirt were loud, echoing. Then I saw the sign, a small weathered board. Rules for hikers after sunset. 9 rules. I didn't read them at first. I shouldn't have. But the way the trees leaned, as if listening, I felt compelled. Somewhere deep in the dark, I thought I heard movement. Not animals, not wind, something slower. Watching. Waiting. The shadows between the trunks stretched unnaturally. My flashlight flickered. For a moment I thought the beam was dimming on its own. My pulse raced. I wanted to turn back, but something, a voice in my head and maybe instinct, told me I couldn't. I stepped forward, deeper into the trail, and that's when I realized the rules weren't for convenience. They were warnings. I'm a park ranger. I know forests. I've hiked trails others wouldn't touch. But this one, it was different, remote, cold, unsettling. Near the edge of a small town in Oregon, where the trees grow dense and the sun vanishes quickly. That evening I was finishing rounds, inspecting trails, checking signs. The sky was orange, fading fast. The forest smelled of wet pine and earth, but there was something else, a metallic tang, faint, sharp. I walked along the path, noting footprints in the mud. Old, faded, not mine. The forest was unusually quiet. No birds, no insects, only the distant sound of a creek, slow and rhythmic. The trail narrowed. Branches scraped my jacket. Shadows lengthened unnaturally. I paused. The hairs on my arms stood up. My mind searched for logic. Wind, animals, fatigue. Nothing fit. Then I found the first rule posted on a tree. Carved, rough. Never leave the trail after sunset. I chuckled quietly. Rules. Always found them unnecessary. But I kept walking. By twilight, I saw the other rules, 9 in total, each one more specific. Don't call out to anyone. Keep moving, never stop. Ignore sounds behind you. Don't look into shadows. Stay in the center of the path. Don't pick up objects. Never turn around completely. Don't lose sight of the trail markers. Leave exactly at the trail's end. I followed them carefully, thinking it was cautious advice for hikers, but something about the way the words were etched, deliberate, almost angry. As darkness fell, I felt the forest watching me. My flashlight illuminated the trees, but shadows moved in ways shadows shouldn't. Branches bent toward me, leaves whispered. My pulse quickened. Then I heard it. Soft footsteps, behind me, slower than mine, not matching my pace. I stopped. The forest went silent. I forced myself to move again, heart thundering, remembering the rules. I tried to rationalize it. My mind plays tricks in the dark, fatigue, shadows, imagination. But the trail, it was changing. The markers I passed earlier now seemed farther apart, not moved physically, but something about the spacing. Wrong, uneven, too long. I felt eyes on me, not deer or raccoons. Human, not human, I couldn't tell. Branches twitched when I wasn't looking. Leaves fell in patterns that made me step aside instinctively. Objects appeared where they shouldn't, a fallen branch at my feet, then farther down, another. Each time I hadn't noticed them before. My flashlight flickered. I shook it. Nothing. Then I saw movement. A shadow slipped between the trunks, thin, quick, too fast for a person. The forest smelled metallic again, sharp. My stomach clenched. I heard whispers, breaths close, unintelligible. The trail was narrow. I hugged the center, tried not to look to the edges, tried to follow Rule 4, don't look into shadows. But every time I glanced, movement, stretched shapes, branches bending toward me. The darkness wasn't uniform. It pooled in corners, shapes twisted, waiting. I tried to convince myself it was exhaustion, imagination, but the whispering followed me, circling, soft and deliberate. My pulse pounded, my feet itched to run, my legs wanted to stop. Then I realized the rules weren't just suggestions, they were instructions. Every step mattered, every glance, every pause, every deviation, dangerous. I froze. The whispering stopped. Silence, complete. My flashlight flickered. A figure emerged, not human, not fully. Leaning, shapeless, watching. I tried to step back. My legs refused. My heart thundered. It was close. I could feel its presence, heavier than air, colder than the night. My breath came fast, shallow. A branch snapped behind me, or maybe not behind me. Closer, too close. Something brushed my arm, ice cold, sharp, gone before I could react. The figure didn't move, only waited, its shadow stretched over the trail, merging with the darkness. My mind screamed to run, but I remembered the rules. Rule 2, keep moving, never stop. I ran, fast, heart in my throat. The trail seemed longer, shadows twisted, shapes appeared and vanished in the corner of my eye. Whispers returned, names, my name, urging, taunting. I realized then this wasn't imagination, this was real. I was being hunted. The forest wasn't empty, it was alive, and it knew I was alone. I tried to follow the trail markers, faded reflectors, glow sticks, anything, but the path warped. The markers I passed earlier were now gone, replaced by darkness. Branches clawed at my arms, leaves slapped my face. The wind carried whispers, soft, wet, circling. You shouldn't be here. I stumbled. My flashlight fell. Darkness swallowed me. I could feel it now, the presence, watching, waiting, moving just beyond my vision. My hands shook. I tried to call out. No sound, my voice trapped. Something brushed my shoulder, cold. Fingernails? Maybe just branches, but the pressure lingered, heavy, threatening. The shadows twisted, shapes formed, limbs, faces, eyes. I forced myself forward, tried to keep running, tried not to look behind. I tripped, hit the dirt, scrambled. Something ran past me, faster than a person. I could hear its breathing, wet, shallow, echoing mine. Every instinct told me to escape, but the forest refused. It shifted, the trail narrowed, trees pressed inward, darkness thickened. I felt it beside me now, whispering, close enough to feel hot on my neck. My pulse thundered. Every rule mattered, every misstep punished. I forced myself up. One rule left, survive until the end, until the trail's edge. But the end seemed farther than before, impossible, endless. I ran blindly. Branches tore at my jacket, leaves scraped my skin. Then the presence was on me, behind, beside, above. I could hear breathing, not mine, wet, slow, measured. The shadows formed shapes, tall, thin, leaning, watching, waiting. My flashlight stuttered. I dropped it. Darkness engulfed me. Something brushed my arm, sharp, cold, gone. A whisper at my ear. Stop, now. I tripped, fell forward. The forest bent around me. Shapes merged, twisted. Shadows pressed in. I scrambled to my feet, heart racing, pulse deafening. Every sound amplified, every whisper, every footstep. Then the air went still. The presence paused, waiting, watching. I couldn't see it, couldn't hear it, but I knew it hadn't left. I forced myself to run again, faster, closer to the trail's edge, but the forest, it wasn't letting me go. Dawn finally came. The trail ended, trees opened to a clearing. I collapsed, exhausted, alive. But even now, I can feel it. Shadows at the edges of vision, whispers in quiet moments. The forest remembers me. I survived, for now. But survival doesn't mean I'm safe, not really. If you ever see a trail with signs at sunset, don't follow them. Don't get curious. If you were trapped in this place, would you survive? And if you want more true feeling horror stories, like and subscribe, but don't get too comfortable.